Now, this video is actually a pretty interesting one because the character we're going to be talking about in this video actually is a brand new transformation that was added in the manga that wasn't in the webcomic. So it's actually impossible for us webcomic readers to predict what will happen to Vomited Fuhrer. And as you can tell by the title, in this video, we're going to be talking about who will kill Vomited Fuhrer. And of course, before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel because I post a lot of One Punch Man content. And if you like One Punch Man, then you already know what to do. Leave a like and subscribe. But apart from that, let's just get into the damn video. Now, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that the main two candidates that are most likely to kill Vomited Fuhrer are either Bang or Awakened Garo, because as we've seen in, I'm pretty sure, chapter 149, that Vomited Fuhrer is actually going to where Bang is currently, and as we all know, Bang is currently fighting off against Garo, well, pre-awakened Garo. And can I just say that that fight is probably one of the best fights in One Punch Man. I mean, like, in terms of choreography and how it's, paneled and everything, it looks very, very good. And I would say it's probably like top 3 fights in the series, because most fights in the series just, contain Saitama one punching his opponents. But anyway, that's besides the point. I will be giving my reasons as to why each of these characters may be the person to kill Vomited Fuhrer. Now, I'm pretty sure if you guys have seen my previous videos that I predict that Vomited Fuhrer will most likely die in like maximum 3 chapters. I'm actually predicting that he'll probably die in the next chapter or the one after that, but I would say max 3 chapters is his lifespan. I'm pretty sure Vomited Fuhrer will die relatively soon because, as I said earlier in this video, he's not a character that was included in the webcomic, so I don't think he's really that important in the grand scheme of things. Now, the first person I want to talk about that could kill Vomited Fuhrer, well, he's not really a person now, he's actually a monster, but I'm pretty sure you can tell we're going to be talking about pre-awakened Garo. Now, I feel like pre-awakened Garo could be the person to kill Vomited Fuhrer, but I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, but Vomited Fuhrer, he has acid, he no one can touch him. But I feel like pre-awakened Garo could have a few moves that could, have some acid resistance. I'm pretty sure we can all guess that, Garo is about to get into his final form, and I won't be surprised if Vomited Fuhrer could push Garo to get to that final form. Now, I'm not confirming that, Vomited Fuhrer is the person that, takes Garo to his final form, but I'm just saying it's looking pretty likely that's gonna be the case, because if you guys didn't know, like in the webcomic, this actually didn't happen. Like, Awakened Garo should have came to the surface already, and this isn't Awakened Garo. I'm pretty sure it's not Awakened Garo. I feel like this form is actually a form before Awakened Garo, because the designs don't actually look that similar. I mean, they do have some similarities, but I feel like, the webcomic Awakened Garo looks a bit different to the manga ones. So I feel like the form that Garo is in currently is the form before his awakened form. That's why I'm calling him pre-awakened Garo. But who knows? This could be, the final form of Garo. We still don't know. But I'm pretty sure that Vomited Fuhrer could cause pre-awakened Garo to finally get to his final form. And if that's the case, then I'm guessing Awakened Garo will be the one to kill Vomited Fuhrer. Now, I feel like Awakened Garo would obviously have no problems of, dealing with Vomited Fuhrer. I feel like Vomited Fuhrer acidic body won't be able to really handle Awakened Garo's blows. And overall, I just think Vomited Fuhrer could possibly die to Garo. I feel like in this scenario, if Awakened Garo was the one to kill Vomited Fuhrer, I feel like it would kind of go like this. Now, I feel like Vomited Fuhrer would obviously come into the fight and he would just, break them up. And obviously he would want to cut, he would want to go for Bang because that's the person he wants to get revenge on. But of course, Awakened Garo won't take lightly to this, and I feel like he would, just jump in and I guess distract Vomited Fuhrer. And we all know how arrogant, Vomited Fuhrer is. And I feel like Vomited Fuhrer would want to get rid of Garo first before he, he gets his final fight against Bang. Now, obviously, we know that, Awakened Garo is a lot stronger than Vomited Fuhrer Ugly, but I feel like Vomited Fuhrer Ugly will kind of give Garo some problems because obviously his acidic body is quite troublesome in a fight, and I feel like that's where, pre-Awakened Garo will finally turn into Awakened Garo. I feel like Vomited Fuhrer Ugly will defeat this form of Garo, but I feel like that would be solely because of his acidic body. But I feel like once Garo is defeated, he would finally, turn into Awakened Garo. Now, of course, once this happens, obviously Awakened Garo would be a lot stronger and would completely body Vomited Fuhrer Ugly, and that would pretty much be the end of Vomited Fuhrer Ugly. Now, let's go on to a different scenario now. Let's just say, Bang comes in and ends up being the one to kill Vomited Fuhrer Ugly. Now, I know a lot of you guys think this is pretty unlikely, and I understand where you guys are coming from because, Bang is a human after all, and if he touches Vomited Fuhrer Ugly, that's pretty much a wrap for him. But I feel like Bang could have a secret technique that we still don't know about. Now, I know this is pretty unlikely, but just hear me out. I feel like Bang could use like a final move to one-shot Vomited Fuhrer Ugly, and I know this is kind of unlikely. I've said this multiple times, but I feel like there's something about Bang that we still fully don't know about. I feel like he has one more secret technique that will finally finish Vomited Fuhrer Ugly. Now, the likeliness of this happening, I would say it's like a 40% chance, maybe even 30%, because Bang has kind of shown most of his moves, so it's pretty unlikely that he has kind of like a secret technique that we don't know about. But I still want to push that out there. I feel like that is definitely still a possibility, but I feel like a lot of you guys might also be thinking that Tank Top Master might be someone that could finish Vomited Fuhrer Ugly. Now, I've actually got a comment like on my last prediction video on chapter 150, and I'll put that up on the screen right now. And someone actually said that he thinks Tank Top Master could get, revenge on Vomited Fuhrer Ugly for what he did to him. And I definitely think that is a pretty good theory, and I actually wanted to talk about that in this video. And he's talking about how Fubuki could amp, Tank Top Master's physical strength and his durability, and I feel like that is definitely a possibility because we've seen what Fubuki's, ability can do. When Fubuki amped up Bang against Rover, he did pretty well, and that was a pretty impressive showcase. And I feel like if, Fubuki could do that to Tank Top Master could have a pretty good fighting chance against Vomited Fuhrer Ugly, because I am assuming with this amp, with this, I guess, power up, Tank Top Master does have a lot more durability. So I feel like he could, I guess, kind of tank the acid, and he won't be as affected as he would have been if he didn't have this amp from Fubuki. But I feel like that was a pretty good theory, and I kind of wanted to include that in this video, and I actually might be doing that more often, just including you guys' theories that you comment down below, because some of you guys actually have some pretty good theories. But moving on, I feel like the final possibility is obviously Saitama could come to the surface and he could just straight up one-shot Vomited Fuhrer Ugly. And I know it's pretty unlikely because the things that happen in the webcomic, it's all kind of, I guess, it would clash with what would happen in the webcomic. It just wouldn't really make sense, but of course that's always a possibility. We never know. I mean, Saitama is always a possibility in any fight. He could always just pop up and one-shot everybody, who knows. But there is one thing I do know, and that is Vomited Fuhrer Ugly has a maximum of 3 chapters to live. And if I'm not correct about this, I would be incredibly surprised, because Vomited Fuhrer Ugly not only isn't even a transformation in the webcomic, but he doesn't even seem like a major character in the grand scheme of things. He genuinely doesn't seem like someone or something that is that important in the story. So I would be pretty surprised if he survives more than 3 chapters, especially after what happened to him in the last chapter with Golden S and Homeless Emperor. But anyway, that's pretty much it, to be honest, for this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, with notification bells turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.